Hey, it's Mel from Rap Rankings. To hear the full episode this clip comes from and all of the other episodes, check the link in the description, stop by raprankings.com, or search Rap Rankings on your favorite podcast platform. And please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting to help us grow the channel and continue our journey as hip-hop's first and premier extreme podcast.
Track 2, Gothic Thoughts.
Such a bad title for a song that's not really gothic at all.
There's
some tension during the verse portions, I guess, but like, the fuck is Gothic Thoughts about this?
Hey, I'm glad we connect there, but listen, 6- again.
Oh, it's 6 minus, flat 6.
Okay.
You get the very 90s rap horns starting on this one. They're, it's followed by drums, and you get this acapella vocal sample. It's like this, y'all, and you don't stop. We love It's Like This, y'all. And,
no, listen, I'm rolling my eyes at the It's Like This, y'all.
It
and you don't
is.
stop. It is like this, y'all, and you don't. It is. But this feels like a royalty-free, like, stock library hip beat. This is an AI-generated boom bat beat.
There was no AI-generated beats back in 2014.
I know, but that's why that's a problem.
I get what you're trying to say, but...
Yeah, no, I know it wasn't literally AI-generated. I'm saying that's what it sounds like, and this is coming from one of our greatest hip beat makers. Why is he making fucking
one of the greatest? I mean, I'd put him in B tier, not A tier.
I saw the catalog.
The catalog is great. We're not gonna disrespect the catalog, but it's a B tier. He's not... Come on, bro.
He gave me suicidal thoughts. Okay.
He's not Dilla. Okay.
No, he ain't.
He's not Dre. He's not Quick. He's not Havo. Okay.
Havo.
He's not Alchemo. Okay. He's not Manny Fresh. He's not friggin' DJ Paul and Juicy J. Okay. He's B tier. He's B tier. And B tier is great. Don't get me wrong. I could tell you some C tier guys.
Oh, okay.
I could tell you some C tier guys, okay? No disrespect, but there's a lot of tiers, a lot of producers, you know?
That's true.
You're going to put this guy on the... I know it's a bad time for this man, but you're going to put this guy on the level of the Nebs?
Oh, the Nebtunes? No, I'm not.
The Nebtunes, yeah.
I'm not going to do it. The Nebtunes are... They're up. They're all the way up there. You know.
Is Finesse to you on the level of Pete Rock or DJ Premier? The same era, you know.
No, and I know I'm gonna get whooped on for this, but he ain't even on the level of Hamilton. You know, Hamilton. Well, Hamilton is in his own tier. Okay.
All right, let's get back to business here.
Yeah, Sega Thoughts. All right, look, this is the best element is like the ringing throughout. It's like a sustained pad or something. I don't know.
Okay.
It's
I like when the horns go away for a bit and the beat just becomes a little more drum centric. You just got that ambiance for the verse portions, but you know the horns get brought back as
unnecessary
chops,
horns
unnecessarily, and things then just loop back around. You get the yes, y'all. It's like this, y'all. And when I'm talking about like verse portions and stuff, we could just talk about this now, man. It's clear already. This is a beat tape. It's not an instrumental album like the last two we covered. There's really not enough going on with the beats arrangement-wise to warrant their runtime. Mm-hmm. There's no overriding theme other than the hardware that was used. The beats are clearly structured for vocals and choruses and, you know, verses and everything.
I came to this conclusion on track 4, but yes.
This is not an album. No, I came to the conclusion on track 2.
And that's fair, because, yeah, the beats are mostly static. Like, an instrumental album is
predictable. You know exactly when the hook is going to come in.
Yeah, after, right. The structure is pretty conventional, you know. After the first minute, you've heard the beat. It's just going to...
Yeah, very. It's 8-16, 8-16, 8-16, you know, or 8-16, 8-16, 8.
Right. It is what it is, you know. But in this case, it isn't, because I was told I was going to have Gothic thoughts. These are more psycho killer thoughts than Gothic thoughts. Gothic is a specific mood. I'm not getting that.
Is this a reawakening?
No, that was track 1.
Well, I'm just wondering what this is supposed, like, the idea of it being a reawakening. I feel like it's a throwback to like that era of production when the SP really like ruled the roost, if you will.
Well, were they rapping on stuff like this back then?
Well, that's the thing. Like, elements on these beats, yeah, they were, but not the way they sound here with these, you know, random things thrown on top of them. Horns on every, like, it almost feels like you're trying to recreate the vibe of that era, bringing in sounds that you used in that era, but like, and it always feels like slightly off. And when you're talking about AI, you know, it's like when AI generates an image and there's, you know, an extra finger on someone's hand, like, that's what these beats sound like to me. Like, you could maybe successfully pass these off. Majority of them. A few have a little bit more of a modern feel to them, or at least beyond the 90s, where I wouldn't believe so. But like, you could pass some of these off as like unreleased beats from the 90s if it wasn't for like one or two weird elements that throw it off.
I wrote in all caps what you basically said. It honestly sounds like he's trying to hit all of the hallmarks. It's like the horn, the jazzy horn. Like, yeah, we sampled jazz back then. It's like this, y'all. It's like, we know it's like this. We've known for decades it's like this, y'all. You know, so it's just like you know? Look, this is disappointing from someone who was actually there, you know? It's like
DJ Shadow, which I was not in love with that project. Mel was not in love with that project. But I could tell you those beats were like, we didn't even call them beats. Those instrumentals were like, you know, living, breathing organisms. They would change over time. It was clear that these were really not beats that were meant to be rapped over. Black Milk, Synth or Soul, that we just did on Patreon. You know, the concept is simple. Side A is synth beats, side B is soul beats. And there were vocal samples like dialogue that kind of enforce those specific themes within those sides. So like, you know, there's a lot of interludes about computers and stuff like that on the synth side. And then on the soul side, there's, you know, like stuff that would be more in line, more organic sounding, you know, with like the soul vibes that he brought. So everything felt like, you know, yeah, these beats are beats. They're rappable beats, these Black Milk ones. But he's going for something here. And they're like 1.5 to 2 minutes each. It's more about hitting you with the instrumental, not overstaying its welcome, jumping to the next track where you feel like you're kind of on a sonic adventure. We'll see next week when we do Mad Lib. You know, I don't know how many tracks are on that one. It's upwards of 20, potentially 30 tracks on that movie scenes. And, you know, we're talking about 1 to 2 minute long beats. And it's constantly changing. This just sounds like, you know,
these are song length beats. Like they're designed to be rapped on.
Beats, but with no vocals on them. And there's no accoutrement, if you will, or no overarching theme that's going to tie everything together. Again, it's just hardware. So we know what, you know, machine he used to create the beats on.
To his credit, I'll say this, because of that, like the way these beats are structured, they're designed for you to make a full song to, like a chorus and like 3 verses. Like That's what it is. They truly do feel like instrumentals to like songs that exist that clearly don't exist. But it's not an instrumental album. It's a beat tape where the beats are designed to make full songs to. You know, that's what this is.
I guess, though, when you're releasing it as a retail project and people are basically not allowed to do that, what's the point?
Right. Exactly. You have all of the downsides of a fucking mid-2010 SoundCloud producer where you don't want nobody rapping on your shit. But you also are doing like straightforward rappable
beats.
It's
completely structured for vocals.
Right. And there's space for a rapper to rap. And, you know, unlike the SoundCloud producer.
Right.
And yet you don't want nobody to rap.
You don't want people to rap on it. I mean, you
sued Mac Miller, nigga. We don't like that. That ain't hip. Just like these beats ain't hip. You trying to tell us they hip. Because you was around. You should know better than this, Lord Finesse. And don't try to sue me because I'm Poe. All right? You just going to have to take this criticism. This fucking criticism. All right? Gothic Thoughts. I ain't never seen you in Hot Topic, nigga. I was hanging out with them kids. We was talking about, they tried to, hey, shout out my nigga Zach. We know what they tried to do to Zach. All right, what was it, 2006, 2007? They tried to do some bullshit to Zach, nigga. Zach came back. I dapped up Zach. I said, hey, I held you down. They was trying to say you was doing all kind of Columbine like shit. I know you ain't do that shit. All right? I said, man, what the fuck you talking about? Listen, folks, I told y'all this before. Zach was a tall white nigga, and he made a joke, and they, you know, of course, naturally, they treated it seriously. But it wasn't even a crazy joke. Like, you would think this nigga was like, I'm gonna blow up the school. It was nothing like that. It was, I don't even remember it was so innocuous. And then they sent the nigga home, and he came back, and he was bewildered. He's like, I don't know what I did. Like, he was the most docile. This nigga go to, like, Renaissance fairs and shit. All right. Man, fuck these niggas, man.
Well, let them hear this beat, all right? Let them determine if they think it's Gothic.
Yeah, all right. Shit, here we go. The Gothic Thoughts. I'm trying to do the Rihanna.
Supposed to be the Gothic part.
Well, let me turn it down a bit. Yeah,
that's not Gothic.
No, that's Psycho Killer. Like, this is a scene where somebody's about to get stabbed. That's not Gothic. Gothic to me is brooding. It's rumination. It's much more subtle and more quiet. This is tension. This is like something's about to happen, you know?
And apparently, a gunslinger just walked into town.
Yeah,
with that.
And then this. Oh, right. Okay.
I mean, it's like this, y'all, and You Don't Stop is classic, but what's Gothic about that?
Nothing. Nothing's Gothic about it. And I don't appreciate the inclusion of that vocal because it makes this sound even more pastiche than it already does. I guess I'm okay with the drum pattern though. You know? That's fine. I like that.
It's
and I like the ringing in the background, but I don't need these horns. I don't need it like that, y'all. See, you hear how they just come in and ruin everything? Okay? No. He's lucky that I am hip and I love this genre. Otherwise, if I didn't like hip hop, this would probably be like a fucking 5 or below, you know? Like, I'd be like, the fuck is this shit? Not 5 below, yeah.
It's like this, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, don't stop, all right? No,
you gotta stop at some point.
He makes 5 Below ass beats. You ever been in a 5 Below? I don't like the way the store is set up. It's just it feels disorganized. You know, it's like
yeah. Well, I think that's because they don't have a consistent stock
inventory, right?
Yeah,
so they
it's just a bunch of random shit shows up and they got to make space for it.
Yeah. Anyway, don't speak on goth, Lord Finesse. All right.
Can we get a little Gothic Lamb before we move on?
Oh, a Gothic Lamb? We have to get it. We need to play true goth now.
Yeah.
All right, Gothic Lamb. It's so needed right now. Hold on. He said, Mel, you ain't never painted your nails black even though you wanted to. I said, you're right. I wasn't brave enough. It wasn't even a bravery thing. I just didn't know how to take care of it. It's like, if I paint them, sure. But then what do I do when it start? Like, what if I want, like, I didn't want to commit to the upkeep. So I just never did it. But here's Gothic Lamb from Please Listen to My Memo by the one, the only, Gothic legend, Hamilton.
Charles Hamilton.
Yeah, I'm back at it. You know who it is. I flirt with a beat, make the beat smirk, make the beat squirt. Certainly, word to the freaks that I've been piping. In my wind is inviting niggas to try to take away my life. Do it like a Dilla ad-lib, but I'm not fluid. Nigga, I speak so fluent. Knowing my lifestyle, my nigga, it's lights out. I'm a Gothic Lamb. Stop being mean, cause I fucking OD. I'm a Gothic Lamb. Carving on me just to see myself bleed. I'm a Gothic Lamb. My bitch get wet when she see I ain't pet. I'm a Gothic Lamb. Yeah, people, I'm a Gothic Lamb. What more could you want from the guy who dies in a force?
We're sick men, aren't we? Like, we're not well. To know of that recording's existence, I don't think you can be a well person.
Can you be a classic man and a Gothic Lamb, I guess is the question.
I think you can. I think you can be both. Oh, hey, look. Happenstance style. Screen Damage just messaged me. He said, catching up on the DJ Shadow thing. It's an album I go back to a lot, but it's not Hib. And I'm sure the sample.
There we go.
Oh, I can't say this next part because he might be sample snitching. But
okay.
He's right. It's not Hib, but this is, and that's why I'm even more disappointed because it's like they're definitely Hib beats. They just feel
this is like more my wheelhouse, but I can tell that this is less imaginative and creative. You know?
Yeah. It's so Hib that it's not. No, it's so Hib that it loses identity as a result. You know, it's like all it has going for it is that it's Hib.
In 2014, this was not the sound of Hib anymore. And I'm not saying every producer needs to modernize their sound, but I mean, this is what I call living in the past.
No,
this sounds like something that just like even the underground boom bap rappers would be rapping on other shit at this time.
Yeah, it's like the point of this is that we're, using older equipment. We're hearkening back to that time.
We're hearkening, but you're supposed to make good beats though, not just beats that resemble a time period. I want to look up a Hib album from 2014 that is hearkening.
Okay.
And I want to listen to a song from it. Okay. It needs to be from a legend who was at their peak in the 90s. And I prefer East Coast so we can compare, the sound. So let's see. Looking at okay. This is a potential one here.
Fine.
Well, we'll pull it up in just a sec.
Okay.
I just want to see if there's anything better than this. This looks to be the one, I believe, unless there's something higher.
Is that scroll gimmick?
The scroll wheel? Yes, it is.
You gotta keep a scroll wheel.
All right, let's check out the 36 Seasons album by Ghostface Killah.
Okay.
Ghostface Killah was someone who was perhaps, at their peak around the same period Lord Finesse was at their peak.
Okay.
Maybe a little later. Lord Finesse is a little earlier. But production-wise, he was getting busy. At the same time, Ghostface was putting out, Iron Man, Supreme Clientele, those classics, right? Let's listen to a song. From 36 Seasons. Let's check out... Fuck it, let's hear this, Blood in the Streets featuring AZ. That's the first song that pops up on YouTube when I Google this album.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not like I might be like, oh shit, it's the same bullshit. But something tells me that even, Ghostface Killah, who was well past his creative peak in 2014, was rapping over stuff that felt less pastiche than this Finesse.
All I ask is that you make a beat that feels like more than a cheap imitation of the era. Make a beat that I feel like someone would have wanted to rap. Like, I'm not convinced someone would have wanted to rap on these beats even back in the 90s. Like, they would have been like, it's not distinct enough. Like, this doesn't stand out. But I don't know. I was born in 93, I was too young to be picking beats.
Well, let's compare and contrast. You got the record?
Yeah, I got it. Let me see. All right. Ghostface Killah. Check it out.
Yo, cash mask down. It's revenge mode. I gotta level my level so I don't explode. I gotta stay focused, put on a killer face. Figure how to get them all in the same place. Clyde thinking it's all about the strategies. I look down at my bag and see a stack of cheese. Start making calls, buying artillery. Landmines and shit, niggas is killing me. Aiming for the block where all the magic happens. Call 911.
Would you have heard that beat on Iron Man or Supreme Clientele?
I feel like it's possible.
I don't think it's possible. I don't think it sounds anything like those beats.
Okay. I feel like the pace is a little quickened compared to, but it has some boom bappy spirit to it.
It's got the horns in it, not chopped in. It's not like those like Pete Rock horns, but it's got those horns leading everything. That but that drum pattern, there's nothing on any of the first three, I'd say, Ghostface albums that is remotely similar to that pattern, where he's rapping at that exact tempo. Compare it to that Gothic beat that we played, because that's what we're discussing right now. It's night and day. And I'm not saying, that was the sound of hip-hop in 2014. But even when you were, kind of doing like a legacy gimmick, there's still, rappers weren't rapping on shit like this. The only person, maybe not even in 2014, but like 2 years earlier in 2012, who was rapping on shit like this was Joey Badass. The stuff that sounded like, going back to the 90s style.
You know what's funny? Because I still have this Lord Finesse Wikipedia pulled up. Who did he produce for in 2012? Joey Badass for Funky Hoes for the 1999 project.
That whole project is very much like doing the same thing this is, except there's rapping on it. But it's very much, like, I remember at the time, people who didn't like the Joey Badass mixtape were saying, like, it's nostalgic for an era that he was never really there for. And you can hear it in the music. It's like, there's something a little off about it. It's not truly a throwback, even though for all intents and purposes it is.
All right, it's supposed to be.
You know what? It's a throwback, but it doesn't sound like an artifact from that time period. It's obvious it was made in the modern day. Even though all the efforts are geared towards making it sound like an artifact.
Yeah.
I haven't heard a beat on this thing that I'd even want to rap on for fun.
You want to keep going? And maybe find one?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Mel from Rap Rankings. To hear the full episode this clip comes from and all of the other episodes, check the link in the description, stop by raprankings.com, or search Rap Rankings on your favorite podcast platform. And please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting to help us grow the channel and continue our journey as hip-hop's first and premier extreme podcast.